Good afternoon, parents and family members, and the community of Peninsula Prep Academy Charter School. Well, I'm so happy that we are remaining safe and that we keep our plan going forward. I know and I thank you, parents, those of you who participated in the survey, because I make no moves without your support and your comfort in the decisions that we make at the school level. So the number one, first and foremost one, is that we will not go back in person into our building for instruction until January. Not sure exactly which part of January, because as you all know, the situation changes daily, weekly, monthly at the least. So as of today, uh, October 30th, we will return to school on January the 4th. But we have to wait and see. Please remain flexible and know that we want to get back into school as soon as we can. But, I had worried once again so much about this that got a little ill. And last week, I had another COVID test and found out that absolutely nothing was wrong. I might have had a little cold. Um, I had gotten an infrared thermometer, and my temperature never went up higher than 99. And my COVID test came back negative with no antibodies. So that means that I've done a good job of taking care of myself. I haven't gotten it, I don't have it. But there were other things going on. And so while I took that test, I thought about our 5, 6, and 7-year olds who would be subjected to 10 seconds of trauma, but trauma just the same. Having that rod stuck up my nose, and it depends on the provider who does it as to how it really feels. But I said, oh my God, for at least 30 of our kids every single week, somebody will be traumatized. How will their day go? And then parents sitting at home wondering, what is going on with my baby today? As you may or may not have known, in order to go back into the building in November, we would have had each of you would have had to have signed off on your child being randomly chosen every week to take that COVID exam. And so I'm glad that you decided that it wasn't in our students' best interest. And also, I would have had to have said to my staff, at least 5 of you every week will need to be tested by the Department of Health for COVID. I've already I received an email from them today saying that they had come to our school to test our children and nobody was there. I we had sent our report to the city of New York. We've sent it to the state of New York, and we have to also send it to the Department of Health so that they know we will not be back in the building until January. Thankfully, the Department of Education is supporting us because they know that we have not made these decisions lightly. So I had a survey from you, and thank you to the parents who responded. Thank you so much. And with your reasoning and your feedback, I'm so grateful to get that from you. We did a survey from all of our faculty, and they 100% had a lot of fear also about coming in due to the environment that we're working in, that our school is located. 11691 has not been the healthiest environment. And when you become identified as one of the most distressed zip codes in the state, it gives you pause to think about what's next. But right now, we can all take a deep breath and know that the planning continues. So at the beginning of December, we'll begin the planning for January, but also with that flexible caveat that January may not happen. So I want to continue to remind you of that, to remain flexible as we do this planning. But I promise that I will keep you completely informed as to what is happening. So, number two, as I met with my faculty this week, each and every one of them individually, uh, I got some information from them while they are working hard with your children. And thank you, parents, for those wonderful messages some of you sent, praising the effort of your child's teacher and noticing how hard they are working to get this job done. And believe me, there are none of them who feel as though they're doing 100%, even though we know that they are. Once in a while, please drop them a little note and say, thank you, Miss or Mr. whomever, to that you're doing a good job. You're doing a great job. And I just want to say thanks for all that you do. Yes, I can say it, but it really goes so much further when it comes from you. Just like some of you have sent me notes that say, thank you for your judgment. Thank you for deciding in September that we did not need to come back and just let the situation roll out. And we didn't have to be a part of that first guinea pig group. So thank you, because I agonized over that decision. And so thank you. It helps to know that we're doing the right thing, because your children are so important to us. We miss them coming back and working with them directly. But I needed to pass on some words from my teaching staff to all of you. I know that each of you is doing all that you can to support your child. I know that you've gone back to work and you've put your children in other people's hands to keep them safe. But before your baby goes online, remind them that they need to come online. They need to remember to keep their camera on. It allows us to see what's going on. We had a child this week fall while he went to get a pencil and came back with a paper towel on his arm and a saran wrap, you know, and we need to see. And if he had not had his camera on, we wouldn't have known. And it just keeps us worrying and wondering about how well we are taking care of our students. So please, some teachers have gotten it through to the head, into the heads of their children, that they need to keep that camera on. They need to get assignments done. So we've added a plan. So I wanted to share it with you. We're going to start this next week. We know that a lot of pressure is on our families and our parents to see to it that assignments are done. But we know that that's sometimes mission impossible, because all of us are doing as much as we can. I know it. We know it. So, what we're going to do, and it's going to vary by grade, fourth and fifth grade will have a day once a week, and those grade levels will tell you which day it is, from 8 to around 11:15 lunchtime. Students will have an opportunity to do something that we're calling Zoom access. And the closest thing I can relate it to is homeroom or study hall, where kids have an opportunity to do homework assignments that they haven't had a chance to do, or get some additional assistance. But it's also an opportunity for our teachers to collaborate together, to talk about what are we doing next? How are you addressing this problem that I'm noticing that our kids are having? It gives teachers an opportunity to collaborate, because many of them have children at home as well. So I have to be able to allow them to operate without the anxiety of neglecting their own children. I've noticed where some of my teachers are teaching your babies with their babies in their laps, who have fallen asleep in their mother's arms, because for 6 hours a day they're not there and available. Even though they are there, they're not available. And so I've tried to reassure them that you understand that because you're parents too, and for them not to worry, that we've all got each other's back. You should receive progress reports today because on the last day of every month, Ks, ones, twos, and threes will receive a progress report because I promised you from the beginning that we would keep you completely informed as to how well your child was doing or if they were in need of some assistance. Now, fourth and fifth grade, we're going to do a little differently because they have to have report cards for the middle school process. We have not yet received a lot of information, but I did receive an email this week from Prep for Prep. And for those of you going into middle school, it's a preparation program that is provided to children to make sure that they are good and ready for the top tier middle schools. I'm sure that Ms. Reeves has passed that information on to you. And if not, I will, but just so that you have it right there, I will also ask Miss Todd Jones to place it on the fourth and fifth grade pages so that you have access. Those applications are coming up soon that need to be completely filled in. Don't let your child get left out. But I got it this week. So I'm fairly positive that Ms. Reeves has sent it, but I will send it also to be sure that you have it. As far as I know, we don't have any other information regarding middle school. But I ask you parents to make that phone call during the day and remind your child that they have a responsibility to stay on their camera and get their work done. Keep the camera on. It allows us to have vigilance also, another set of adult eyes on your child. But if we have the camera turned off and kids feel that they can hide behind that black screen, so we are asking for your support in this and the reminders that only you can give your child, that we also need it for us to keep our eyes on your child. For you, we are that other set of eyes to make sure that big sister is doing what she needs to do and big brother are doing what they need to do. Right now, we have no more devices in the building, but we are waiting. We are waiting. We put in a major order to Microsoft for the Chromebooks. So as soon as we get them, we will alert you. So the boys and girls need to take care of those tablets because breaking up the screen, we can't help you. Mr. Paduano does have a source that can repair some screens, but it takes time. And it means you have to come up and get it and, we have to get it back. Also, a parent reminded me that it's very difficult to pick up books and materials if we're at home with our children and you're scheduling it while school is going on. Well, Wednesday, we have a half day, professional development. Teachers are getting additional support on implementing our brand new reading program, Wonders, that we're so thrilled to be in. So we'll have an opportunity at 12 until 3 for you to come in and pick up whatever materials you're missing. Every boy and girl should have an Envision book for math and Wonders workbooks for their reading program. So please, if you have any questions or concerns, and thank you for the parents who said they understood that I was a little under the weather this week. But please know that I will always pass on as much information as I have as soon as I get it. Thank you so much for your support. I also have a little link there on Dojo if you want to communicate directly with me and no one else has access to that information. So I'm available. I'm as close as your laptop or your tablet or the texting on your phone. I'm here. We're in this together. Please wear a mask, wash your hands. Let's stay safe. Let's stay healthy. And Be safe out there this weekend for Halloween if you are planning, if your child is planning to do anything with that. And I'm so missing that we don't have Fall Fest tonight. But thank you, parents. Thank you for your continued love and support. We're here for you no matter what it is you need. I will try to turn around all emails within the day. So thank you. Thanks for listening. Bye.